Well, I'm not sure if this is working. I see a couple of people are waiting for the stream. If you guys can hear me, just say something so I can know that it's working fine. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I can't play the video and apparently it's working fine right now. Oh man, I really choose a bad timing. Right, we have Spider today. It's Sunday, and I actually have a lot of things to do as well. Right, this is my 312 Cyrus fragments. This is the last day, so I think this was the speed ups. I have a slow memory. Yeah, this is either this or. Hello, Louise. Spider setup. All right, I have the spider setup here. Just let me uh recall these troops here. This is the spider setup that I'm using. This is I believe that this is the best setup using these immortals right now. As for the skills, for the auras, I'm using Sacrifice. This one here increases damage by a lot, 15% for either Yushi, Alex, or Hippo. And of course, Absolute Defense plus Lifelink adds lots of damage because of Absolute Defense protects Hippolyta from the spider's damage, and Lifelink reflects a lot of damage of the spider. So these two skills are the most important skills that you can use against Spider. Also, I'm using a lot of DBS skills on Alex, such as Compo and Heavenly Thunder. Usually, I change this for Dual Master. And if you would like, you can replace Anger for Onslaught and use Anger on Yushi, because Yushi also does a lot of damage since I'm using Adrenaline Rush on him. Also, I'm using Weakness uh, to increase the critical chance. Speed Blessing, Warp Blessing, both are very, very well together. This one here increases the damage, this one increases the attack speed, so it multiply the uh, normal attacks that Alex does. Also, it has a bigger chance for Yushi getting benefits from Adrenaline Rush. I think I have a couple of reports here that I can show you guys for Spider. Let me here. I think I was using the same setup. Yeah, this is the same setup, same skills, and you can see that Alex dealt a lot of damage here. 35 million from Alex, almost 20 from Yushi, and almost 20 from Hippo. And you can see that the lifelink dealt a lot of damage. 55 million damage from lifelink alone. So this is like all the damage that my immortals did combined, I think, right? This was a fine attack, almost 2.6%. This is huge, actually. I don't think there is a better setup for, except that if you have Kuplai, the new Holy Immortal. Well, this is my English channel, so it will be only for. Hey, it's Amr Hamdi and Sam. Thank you guys for showing up. Finally, what we're asking for. Thank you, Mustafa. Well, you can ask in English because this is my English channel, so I'll stream soon on my Arabic channel, so don't worry about it. So this is the spider build that you asked about, Louise. I think this is the best build that you can use for spider. The only thing that you can make different about this build is adding Kuplai instead of Alex. Getting Kuplai instead of Alex is gonna boost all these damages that I just showed you by like 100% at least. I've seen Kuplai dealing up to 60 million damage alone to the spider. Looks like someone trained spearmen and forgot to train cavalry. Yeah, that's me. We need cavalry. Level 100 spider. I'm not sure what you mean. Level. Yeah, this is a level 100 spider. The more you kill spider, the higher the level the spider will be. So if you're in a very active server such as ours here, we kill the spider every time it shows up. We kill the spider like how many times it shows up? 6 times? Yeah, we kill the spider 6 times a day. So this is why we have a level 100 spider. And actually it doesn't last that long. If we kept streaming until we kill the spider, you can see that it dies in less than 1 or 2 minutes. I think spider needs a big buff since a lot of people figured out how to deal a lot of damage to it, so it needs a bigger buff, I think. Show the history plug end for KVK. Hello, Miguel. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, spider is important because regardless of the ranking reward that you get from here, where is the this rank reward here? This rank reward here is huge. You get a lot of speed ups, a lot of stones, and lots of gems if you manage to rank first or in the top 3 at least. But the most important thing that you get is the green stones or the enchanted stones. I have a lot of enchanted stones. I have even enough to how much I have? I have 23 million right now. So even if they added plus 60 items in the future, I think I will have enough at least for my main march to get my equipments maxed. So of course spider is important. I'm on server 49. Tell me more about mixed marches. I have a mixed march here. Actually, I have 2 mixed marches. My Earth and Wine mixed march, which is so famous right now, and I believe this march here will be nerfed sooner or later. And I have my Fire with Gilga. However, let's talk about this march here since it's the most broken mixed march that is available in IK right now. So this march counts on Alex and Hannibal for damage. Both should have their artifacts, their exclusive artifacts to be more specific. And they have Zeno and Hannibal and this fat dude here, Emperor Ken, as support. So the way this march works is that they deal so much damage in the 12 seconds of the battle that the enemy march that you're up against won't even be able to fight back after the 12-second ends because you use a lot of grace skills such as speed blessing and war blessing, and they both boost the damage coming from Alex and Hanny. And they have defensive skills such as Oaken Guard and Defense Blessing. So they receive so little damage in the first 12 seconds, and they deal so much damage thanks to the grace skills that you're using on this March. And since Alex and Hanny don't need to use energy, they have 100% of their damage ready to be applied in the 12 seconds of the battle. This is why this March here is so strong. I have a couple of reports that I fought against a lot of whales this KVK. You can see here, this is a very strong Holy March. He got Kuplai and he got Manko with a very strong exclusive artifacts. Most of their artifacts is maxed as well, and he got a lot of KVK skills and Trace skills as well. You can look at his skills. His dragon is decent, his dragon is not that bad, and you can see that I won this fight. It was a defense. He also, the same guy used his Shadow March, and his Shadow March got beaten so bad. Yeah, we have Saitama and Bat right now. They are amazing guys. Actually, Saitama is hard carrying this KVK. He put a lot, I believe he got like 20 million honor in one day, but then we got ganged by a lot of servers and we couldn't put much of a fight later on. Yeah, the first 12 seconds damage is what makes this March very strong and very annoying to deal with. However, you could easily beat this March if you have El Cid with his exclusive artifact. Of course, the artifacts are the most important thing. I even don't have the Zeno or Ken Emperor exclusive artifacts. However, it's still doing fine since I got Alex and Hannibal. Even though in this fight here, I had my Iron Fist artifact. I got a better artifact for Alex, which is the Rabbit artifact that I'm using right now. And it has physical attack bonus, which is way better than the one I used to have. Well, actually, as a free-to-play player, you can make this march, but you will need to grind a lot of gems to save, and also you will need to grind the Stellar Comps event. I'm sure that you know about it. We had this Stellar Compass the last week. I can't see it anymore in our calendar. However, we have a lot of people who got their special or exclusive artifacts from the Stellar Combat event. You simply need to stack your crystals and you need to save it, and you need to save lots of gems to be able to spend it in the spending event. Then you will have enough crystals to get your Alex artifact. Once you got your Alex artifact, everything else should be easier. Hannibal artifacts should be available in a lot of events as well, so you will be able to get this as a free-to-play player. Yeah, this is why this march works perfect for me. I'm saving most of my main skills for my water march here. You can see that I'm using weakness and I'm using malice and I'm using misleading, which is a couple of so important auras. I'm keeping those for my main march here, and I'm using a lot of purple skills on this march here. And the only downside here uh, is using Fighting Master and Oaken Guard, because I used to have these skills on my main march like 90% of the times, and those two skills are very important. Fighting Master is so important for my Atella. Also, Oaken Guard is so important for my Water March, because I used to have my Water March fight against Earth Marches or Lightning Marches, and they both have a lot of physical damage. However, I compensated this by using Fighting Will and Energy Suppression. Both are doing fine. My water is still fairly strong, but my mixed march here is just insane. I have a better win rate in Arena ever since I created this march, actually. And ever since the physical damage became meta, the Oaken Guard skill became just so important. Same for the misleading aura. However, the misleading aura could easily be countered if they are using Caution. So if your opponent is using Caution, don't bother using misleading. Well, actually, Zenobia and Kin Emperor artifacts are super important because Zenobia's artifact simply increases your immortal's attack speed, whichever immortal is receiving heals. So, for example, if it was Alex that is receiving heals, he will receive a 25% attack speed buff, which is just insane. And as for Kin Emperor, well, Kin Emperor's artifact is actually pretty OP because if you take a look at his skill, he adds a cleave effect to all wind immortals, which means that he boosts Hannibal Barca's damage, and their normal attacks deals 50% extra damage to a nearby enemy target. If you have his exclusive artifact, and instead of applying this to one nearby enemy target, he applies this to two nearby enemy targets, which means that he gets around 100% value of his skill. So instead of applying this damage to one enemy, he applies this to two enemies. So let's just take a look at the report that we have here and check Hannibal Barca's damage. See this Dragon Power? This is the buff that he got from Emperor Ken. This is the name of his skill, Dragon Power. So let's see how much damage he did. He did 2.8 million damage using Dragon Power. So if I had Emperor Ken's exclusive artifact in this fight, he could have applied 5.6 million damage using Dragon Power. An additional 2.8 million damage using debuff from Ken Emperor, which is actually huge. This is a lot of damage to be added to the current damage that he already dealt, right? This is why Ken Emperor, I believe Ken's artifact is just more important than Zenobia. Yeah, actually, Dedo's physical defense buff is just broken against physical teams. I have a couple of reports here that I used against the same March, and I can show you guys. Just let me find it. I have a lot of bookmarked reports. I need to clear this soon. Nope. Nope. You can see this. This is a very strong Earth March, but the only problem that it has a lot of physical damage. And since I'm using Ditto and I'm using Oakengard, I'm using Physical Shield, I managed to beat his Earth. Even though he's using a lot of KBK skills and a lot of exclusive artifacts, almost all his artifacts are exclusive. He got all the exclusive artifacts for the immortals that he's using, and you can see that Ditto sustained a lot of damage, allowing Merlin to deal lots of damage as well. I have a report around here against yeah, this guy here. This is the same March that I was just talking about, the Mixed Wind Earth March, and this is a 440,000 power March. And you can see that he didn't even manage to get 50% of my troops. This is thanks to Dedu and El Cid at the same time. Both are just broken together. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm using on Dedu right now. I'm using assist, absolute defense, and only this fight I was using Oakengard, but usually what I'm using is assist, sacrifice, and absolute defense. But since I'm not using sacrifice on my water march right now, I'm using misleading. Usually this is what I'm using. Yeah, I'm using assist, absolute defense, and sacrifice. Feels like I'm forgetting something, I think. Yeah, the bets. We need to do this. I think Sadako and Love Dog here are going to win. Well, actually, misleading is good, but like 90% of the people who are running the mixed hybrid march are using Korchin, and misleading is just useless against Korchin because it's meaningless to use misleading versus Korchin. This is why misleading is not gonna be good like all the time. Misleading is only good versus people who are not using Korchin and people who are not running the accuracy talent here, accuracy lord talent. If people are running the accuracy lord talent, I don't think misleading is gonna be that impactful on the fight, unless you're running the flying shadow lord talent, which increases the dodge as well. Yeah, the 440 is the guy from server 56. His name is Arahant. Misleading and After Effect. Well, I don't recall a skill called After Effect. Well, Berserk and Speed Blessing works out very well because the more normal attacks that your immortals do, the more healings that they will receive. So this is actually a good combo, Berserk and Speed Blessing. It doesn't work out for every March. I think it has to be for Hannibal or Alex. It works out for both of them very well. Otherwise, I don't think it will be a good combination of skills. We have Infernal Assault. Actually, I need lots of. I'm upgrading this dude here. Lightning. Well, I don't have a lightning. I'm not a big fan of lightning. However, lightning is very strong. We have a couple of people who are using a very strong lightning in our server. I think one of them is this guy here. Yeah, he's using Tokugawa and he's using Hammurabi and he's using Jenkins. Recently he was using Louise, but he replaced him for Alex for more damage, which I think is a very smart of him. Because even though Louise boosts Hammurabi's damage, I think Alex value will be even better. Even though because he got a great artifact for him and he got the skills that needs to use him. So I think this is the strongest lightning in our server currently. There's also Bad Bat. He's running a very strong lightning. Also, who he was using Richard here, but recently he replaced him for Attila, and he got a very strong artifact for Attila as well. I think both these guys are the strongest lightning players in our server currently. Also, their dragon is just very strong. Yeah, after image and misleading are good. Well, actually, I haven't I have thought about it, but I didn't unlock the skill yet. However, after image could be very helpful against a march such as the wind earth mixed march, because it doesn't increase the dodge value; it increases the dodge rate itself, and dodge rate is just a huge boost and a very important element actually to use against the mixed marches. Well, actually, I'll think about using it in the future. You just give me a good idea, actually. I'll think about using After Image in the future against mixed marches. But I think mixed marches are going to be nerfed sooner or later because they are just absurdly. And I don't mind actually mixed marches to be nerfed because I already have my Earth March, which is going to be my main march very soon. Once I get the Jankees maxed out. I just need a couple more charts. We have a big IB fight coming tomorrow. Today, actually, it's Sunday. Versus server 73. Unfortunately, I don't have any scout in server 73. However, I have a scout in server 38. So, and they are in the same KVK, I think. So let's just go and take a look. We're already in. Okay, so let's just check the guys from 73. We have Arya here. This is a scary Holy March. Oh my god. She got 5 on 5 dragon talents. Her artifacts not that good. She's using normal artifacts, which means that her physical attack damage. Well, actually, the physical attack damage is still OP. This is dodge value and surge. This is a great artifact. This is gonna be annoying to fight against. We also have who else? Alpha. Alpha is using a Shadow Mart. 2 and 3. This is a great artifact for. Oh my god, this guy is just scary. 6.2 talent physical attack. Yeah, holy dragons are just absurd to level up, and since she has a 5 on 5 holy dragon, that means that she spent a lot of money on this dragon here. We checked Alpha. She's using a Shadow March. I assume she only has Holy. And we have this farm using a weird March. I don't think this is her main March. This is some kind of a mixed March because it would be annoying to fight against this. Alright. Who else that we need to be? Melon. Using a Holy March. The Bukad Nasser. This is a very strong Hippo artifact. This is my first time ever seeing a maxed Hippolytus artifact. And he got a fine Hannibal artifact as well. Well, this is going to be annoying to fight against as well since he's using Oaken Guard and he's using physical shield. I think I have a chance as long No, he's also using Void Realm on Manko. I don't think I can beat him using my Mixed March. He got everything right to counter my Mixed March. There is also who else from 73? There's Juba using only free to play skills except for Vitality Touch. He's using normal artifacts. I think this is going to be fine to fight against as long as Alex is facing Manko here. He's not using. Yeah, this is actually this is easy to beat since he's not using Oakengard. There's also this guy here. He's using Earth with Theo. Also, this should be easy to fight against because it doesn't have the 20% physical attack boost for Alex since he's using only two Earth Immortals. So this should be fine to fight against, I think. I think all the people are above 400 that we need to be wary of. Actually, I don't think it is a ranged immortal. It is purely a support immortal, but it is fine since Holy was created to counter Shadow. The new Holy Immortal actually is not that impactful in a Holy March. So having him being restrained by Himiko's CC or Himiko's prison will not affect the outcome of the battle since the main damage is coming from the front line. It's either Manko or Kuplai who's dealing the damage in the Holy March against Shadow. So he's actually fitting so well into the meta in the Holy March versus Shadow. However, in other scenarios, I don't think that he's that good because uh, against some marches, such as the Mixed March, Holy is so weak because the Mixed Marches counters whoever is in the front line. For example, Alex and Hani deals lots of damage to the Immortals in the front row. This is why Holy is weak against the Mixed March. So you need a strong damage dealer in the back row to deal damage, and this is why it doesn't affect them much because he doesn't deal that much damage. He's not a damage dealer. He's a support. He's just a support who can use a sniper on him. Actually, I didn't do any arena attacks today. Don't think I could beat Ming. Yeah, actually, it is same as the Mixed March. Hello, Jonathan. Thank you for showing up. Well, actually, it is not the same. It is the same since the front row is dealing the damage. However, the Mixed March doesn't have that much sustain. They only have the healing coming from Zeno, and they are a very fast march to deal damage. They deal damage so quickly in the first 12 seconds, as I explained earlier. However, when it comes to Holly, they don't deal damage on the early fight. because Manko need to charge her skill and Kublai needs to gather energy. Hello, Goku. And they sustain a lot because of Theodora's healing and the sustain coming from the dragon as well. So they only share one thing, which is the damage coming from the front row, and the back line is the support. However, the mixed march is a very fast march in dealing damage in early fight. Holy march is a bit slow, but they have more sustain. Hello, Jisri Omar. How are you, brother? We got Bob here, so let's bully Bob a bit. I think I could beat him with Hannibal. Atella. Yeah, Hannibal Atella should be. There we go. I don't think I can beat this guy without boosts, but I don't want to use boosts, to be honest. His Alex is just so strong because of this skill here. Berserker, it is just such a broken skill. Watching from Philippines. Thanks, Jonathan. Fine, Ken. It was nice talking to you too, Miguel. Thanks for showing up, bro. Hey, Kai. So let's just give it a go. I wanna place Alex here, and then for his lightning, not sure if he's using. Yeah, he's using fire and then lightning. So I'm gonna go with Atella or Ragnar. I'm gonna go with Ragnar. Yeah, Ragnar. Ragnar, I think. Ragnar, then pull it. Try this out. That should be like this. Well, actually, that was not expected. Still, my mixed march couldn't beat his mixed, but I managed to kill Alex, which is good. And Zeno was dead as well. Well, I didn't expect you to show up at this. Definitely not you, Ming. Definitely not you. uh okay, guys, I'm about to bully Ming in arena once he shows up. No, not gonna happen, bro. I told you when exactly am I gonna say your name? Just give me those views, and yeah, just give me those views and I'll say your name. All you want. Well, actually, I'll have a video today. I need to make a video in a couple of hours, and I need this video to reach like 1K views in less than 10 days. If you manage to give me 2,000 views in less than 10 days, I'll say I'll say your name. Okay, we actually can go fire. He's not using any skills here. And he's not using skills here. Now, this wouldn't be fair if we attacked him right now. I think he's on a spider build. Right, no, this is not spider build. For spider build, he would use Kuply. Hello, Ponem. Is it Ponem? Hello from Egypt. Thanks, bro. Well, the viewers, trust me, the viewers don't want me to say your name. Right, so we're just gonna skip Digia since he's not using any skills, and there he goes. There he goes. Well, I actually wouldn't recommend using Gelga on a fire as a main march. Because usually Gelga doesn't. Usually for a main march, you need to use assist to protect Empress Wu, and as a result, Gelga will be completely useless since he wouldn't deal the damage because he's using assist and he'll receive a lot of damage. So I would recommend to use Ashoka. Uh, Replace Gelga with Ashoka because with Ashoka you will have access to the last buff here, which is the troops HP 10%. That will allow you to protect Empress Wu more and will allow her to deal more damage. And as for the skills, I already talked about the skills as a free-to-play fire, I think in one of my videos. I'll send you the link. Just remind me to send you the link. All right, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight Meng. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Actually, I'm not sure if I can take him down, but let's just give it a go. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Let's just tweak a bit, a few things here and there. And I'm missing something on my fire march, I think. I'm using Ilcid. Why am I using Ilcid? William here. And we're gonna use Jinkies instead of this guy here. Alright, this should be fine. Here we're gonna use paralysis and anger. And here actually we need to change all. Well, I can just wait until it refreshes and I'm not gonna attack you, but I'm gonna go for it. Here we're gonna get physical shield because we need to tank his Alex. Actually, I'm not sure if I can beat him ever since he got his artifact. He cheated to get this artifact. I'm 100% sure. So we have weakness. We have sacrifice here. Here we have Malice resist to fight his fire march. And here, uh, fighting well. What else? Energy suppression. Misleading. Yep. And there's one more skill. Should be one more skill. I'm pretty sure I'm using it on. Yeah, it is shelter. Wait, I'm using an aura here already. Here. Here is and split. I think we're good to go now. Yeah, you just need to fix a few things here. We're gonna remove Gilga for Jinkies. Yeah, we're gonna go William. Yeah, William Charles. William Charles. Then Attila. And let's you guys didn't notice anything. Okay, so next we have Dragiola here. Hey Bob. Well, I don't want to even look at the report because I knew this would happen. His Holly is just so strong to deal with, and yeah, I just need my Genghis Khan to be 7 stars in order to fight him. Well, any brown guy is strong versus water. Any earth guy is just strong versus water. I actually fought uh a couple of guys who were using Leonidas in an earth march, and they were just was very OP. But if you're going to use earth versus water, make sure to use Cleopatra, because Cleopatra is just the most broken immortal to use against Merlin. He reduces his damage by 30% or 35%, I think. Let me check. Yeah, she reduces his damage by 35% for 6 seconds, and it is 9 seconds if you have her exclusive artifact. So, well, actually, I'm not sure how much I spend anymore at this point. But I started to spend like 4 to 5 months ago. I stayed as a free to play player for almost a year and a half. I only started to spend recently, very recently actually. Well, actually, I'm not sure when exactly did he show up in DT, but I started to spend like a couple of months after you showed up. How about we fight DT right now? Still don't think that I can beat him, but let's give it a go. We're gonna go Attila, Hannibal, and William, I think. Attila, Hannibal. Right. Whoa, we actually beat DT. Well, actually, it depends on the battles or the elements that you're fighting with. For example, if you're a water march against a water march, the first thing that you need to look at is the dragon freeze. I think I have a couple of reports for my water march here. Right. So, for example, for this report here, this is an earth march against my water march. The first thing that you need to take a look at is the dragon freeze. You can see here that my dragon froze at least one. And I think since I didn't receive that much damage, he's T6, I think. Yeah, he's T6. So let's look for a better. Maybe here. Yeah, this is a T7 Earth March with Cleo. The first thing that you need to look at is the dragon control. You can see that in this fight here, my dragon froze at least one of his immortals. And I assume it is either Cleo or Elizabeth because he's using the Alex artifact and he already using Fighting Master on Charles. So it is either one of the backline immortals. The second thing is that you can see that I'm using lifelink on Harold here. So let's take a look at his Alex's damage. And you can see that lifelink did transfer some damage here, which is almost 600,000. And some damage at Cleo here got transferred as well through lifelink. And one more thing, you can see that I'm using misleading here. And he's using Corchin, so I don't think misleading did that much. Only 2 attacks were dodged. Well, actually, in the last like in the past like 1 month, I didn't manage to beat DT even once. This is my first time actually attacking DT and beating him in arena. But he got a hell of a scary dragon. His dragon is just so scary. Wanna take a look at his march? I think we can take a look at DT's march, right? I well, actually, being free to play for a very long time was fun. It was super fun because I used to beat a lot of strong players and people who were VIP 15 like all the time, and it was fun beating them just using my brain. Right, so back to reading battle reports. Uh, one more thing is that whenever you're reading a battle report, you need to check the immortal that dealt the most damage. For example, you can see here Hannibal dealt most of the damage, and the reason for that because he was facing Siegfried, which is an attack immortal. Alex didn't get to deal that much damage because he was facing Bjorn, a defense immortal. And one more thing, whenever you're facing a Shadow Marsh, for example, like this, you need to check which immortal received the dragon's damage. In this case, I believe it is Emperor Ken, since he received the most damage. Yeah, it is Melanthius' damage here. If it was Alex or Hannibal Barca that received the dragon's damage, I doubt that I could have won this fight here. Just get me my views, get me my views, and I'll say it. Oh, Spider will start Goku, you're the best guy here in this tree. You just remind me of Spider. Okay, guys, let's just kill Spider. And I already have boosts on. I just need to switch this to this and check the skills. Artifacts are fine. Alright, I think we're ready to kill the Spider. I don't think you will kill the Spider with this position of yours. Look where he's standing. You would be lucky if you managed to rank in top 10. Goku. Well, Goku, it's fine saying your name. You don't get it. It is just fine to say your name. But this guy's name, no, there's no way in hell I'm gonna say it. No, bro, there is only one condition for me saying your name, which is getting me my views. Just get me my 2,000 views in my upcoming video, and I will say your name. Just get me my views. I gave you a cool offer back then. Remember when I asked you to get me like 1,000 viewers, 1,000 views in less than 10 days, and you didn't even make it to 500. Hello, Akaino. Thanks for showing up, bro. Akaino from 52. Well, actually, I know a lot of guys from 52. We fought a lot in KVK in season 1 and Conquest season. I think a couple of KVKs back we fought versus 52. Change this. Thanks for reminding me, guys. We got Tyson, we got Hazrise, Bob, Mackenzo, DT, Quad, Critical, Violet, Strife, Adrian, all these people around Spider. And we got this guy here. His name is Meng. Okay, first hit 80 million. Second hit is around 120 millions. Well, actually, this is a very good hit. Spider is already. I think this will be a new record. This is around 70 million. You think I can get the final blow? I think I can get the final blow. Am I too early? I'm too early. Same. Ah, I was too early. Who got it? Dragiola, congrats, bro. Well, actually, I made like 4 hits, and I managed to rank in top 10. So this is a good start. Yeah, we should be able to buy out the whole core shop. I already have a lot of Valor marks. I have over 120,000 here. And with the alliances that we're working on at the moment, we have one, two, three, four. Four alliances are done. We're working on Bops, PFC, Kai. We're working on Heisen too. So 5 alliances are done, and we're working on other 4 alliances. I think we can work on a 5th alliance or even 6th. So that will be around 20,000 per alliance. That's 200. Yeah, more than 200,000 Valor marks. Should be more than enough to buy the entire core shop. Usually I buy the stones and the teleports, the healing speed ups, and that's it. I don't go for the training speed ups. Yeah, actually, a lot of people were suggesting that the core shop needs to be reworked and updated, along with the arena shop as well. Both shops needs to be updated. Actually, I saw a lot of people in Discord talking about this, and I mentioned this in the press officer Discord chat. So should be double in the next big update. I hope actually they update the core shop and the arena shop, because the same 5 immortals or the same 10 immortals that you can get from the arena shop has been running on for almost 2 years now, and core shop the same fire immortals. I think new immortals should be available already in the core shop. The same 4 immortals has been here for since the game started for almost 2 years. So this needs to be updated as well. Well, my Mysterium is a bit different because the shop in Mysterium is just so random. I'm not sure how it works or what are the chances for these the immortals that appear here, and you can buy them with gems. However, the Mysterium needs a rework because it just is such a boring event. I get tired doing Mysterium each and every day. However, it is so important to do Mysterium because otherwise you won't be able to upgrade any artifacts. This is a good hit. He got 71 million damage through lifelink. The Alex did almost 28. Wait, this is the. Oh, my Alex did 40 million damage. Yeah, well, grinding is not the best experience. It does separate the grinders from the casual players, but it's just so boring. Some events that you can grind, for example, Infernal Assault here. Infernal Assault could be fun if you're doing it with people who knows exactly what they're doing. But Mysterium, it is a solo event. It is boring and it is so important. So it is something that you have to do. You know what I mean? Wait, can we fight the micro? I think we can. I think we can. Right? We can start with Attila here. Got Malais already. And then uh Attila, Hannibal, and then Ilsed. Right? We can go Attila, Hannibal, and then Ilsed, State of William. As for the skills we can use here, fighting well because it's so good versus Holly. And here we can use we can use as here can use Oaken here. Yeah, we can use Oaken Guard here. No. Yeah. And Splissing. And this here. What else does William? Well, actually, I messed up a bit. I need to. Okay, let's use Elsaid here and keep the rest same, right? These skills look decent. Gotta replace this weakness. Gotta replace this with sacrifice. Hopefully, I'll remember what I'm doing right now. I will. I will hit micro. Just give me a second. I'm hitting micro right now. Right. And then what do we gotta use here? Energy suppression. Yeah, this should be good versus his Holly. And then can use Malais here since this is going against his lightning. And in a state of shelter we can use misleading because his lightning doesn't have Corchin. Right? I'm still missing something. Okay, we have an aura here, we have an aura here. We need to use shelter somewhere. Or not use it at all. What am I missing? Going against his I think I screwed up. What is he even using? He's using lightning first. So I think my fire could fight his lightning. Yeah. And since he's using weakness, we can use Malais on my fire marsh. So let's see what can we do with my fire marsh first. We got Malais. Okay, that's cool. And physical shield should be here. Yeah. I think we can use physical shield here. and then can use splitting. For resist, we should be using resist here, since this is the only mage that he has. As for the last skill, this is going against his Mixed Mort. And is he using Fighting Master on Hannibal? He's screwed up. He's not using Fighting Master on Hannibal. So this setup here should be fine. As for this, what can we use here as a last? We can use to protect this. We need to keep Zeno alive as much as possible. As for this, already using an aura filter here. Am I right? Hippolyta should have this one here. This should be I think there's one last aura that we cannot get anywhere. How about we go like this? Alright, let's just go like this. I need to remember to replace Ilcid. In Yeah, I think Attila is using a couple of Yeah, it is Death Breath, the last skill. Right. Let's use Death Breath here. Whatever. Ilcid. Where did he go? Here we're gonna use William. William should be first. Right, Mark. We're gonna go William, Hannibal, Ilcid. Ilcid is in front of his Alex, right? And his Alex is not using cleave, so this should be fine. William. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Easy. Well, actually, I don't have any speed ups right now. We just finished city expansion, and I spent all my speed ups on. Most of my speed ups actually were spent on my tech. I'm working. I'm working on my training speed tech right now. This is so important. I was working on Iron Body. I got it to level 8. But then I need to get these done first in order to have an easier time training troops and healing them, because I need to get this to level 10 quick relief. This skill, this research here is just super important to have for upcoming KVK fights. Same for the prior ones here. Right, let's check Micro's reports here. What did we write? Well, actually, my fire didn't get through his lightning. Lost so bad. My Mixed March received a bit of damage. However, it was kinda easy. My Mixed beat up his Holy so bad, actually. This is thanks to energy suppression. And this was kinda easy because I'm using Ilset. This is basically cheating. Ilset didn't even get to cast his skill. Kinda sad. And since I screwed up my entire build, I need to fix it right now. Should be easier to fix. I used to have Fighting Will, Death Breath, and Weakness. Here, and let's just add the fat guy again. Malais, Energy Suppression, and right? Here, this should be Defense Blessing and Poking Orb. Here, that should be Sacrifice. This should be Lifelink. And this should be think, right? This is what I used to have, right? Or do I have something? Yeah, something else said. I think we can replace this for physical and use this on. All right, for central tower, this is our IP plan. I shouldn't be sharing this. Yeah, of course. Eventually we'll get castle level 60. I have a lot of building speed ups. I last time I calculated this, it was over 60 days, I think. So it will come handy one day. Eventually, they will release Castle level 60, and we will start grinding to Castle level 60 one more time. So basically, you can't do anything with them. So the only option that we have is just looking at them, wishing if they were something else. But eventually, we will use them. Six thousand Lord XP. Yeah, it maybe a week. You get a lot of Lord XP from daily missions here. 200, 200, 200. This is 600. This is 1,000. You get 1,000. Another 600 here. 2,000. You get 2,000 Lord XP from daily missions. 2,000 each and every day. So that's like 3 days, not even a week. I don't think I am an officer right now. Yeah, I am actually. Is he R4? He's on R3. Is he even on TF? I can't see him. R4 on left side, okay. While while tank, well, guy, I'm not actually afraid to say other people's names, okay? It's just this guy, this particular guy that I'm not gonna say his name. You're welcome, Ming. Actually, I'm like 60, no, actually 70,000 away from Lord level 50. People actually underestimate how important these Lord level are because you get a lot of benefits. For example, if I was Lord level 50, I get to have plentiful gold at level 4, which is an 8% increase of gold. Whom can we bully in arena right now? Can't bully anyone. Okay, someone go tell Micro that you got beaten up so bad live on stream. Let's take a look at this. You guys can see how fast did his Kuplai and Mango died. His Kuplai is dead already. And his Manku didn't even activate his skill yet. And he did activate it, but he lost like 50% of troops before getting to deal damage. Gilga is dead. This March is just such a cheat. I don't think I can beat Ming right now. He got a very nice Alex artifact. I used to beat him before he got this artifact. But I think I can beat Onagi right now since I'm using boosts. Let's go like this and replace guy here. Gotta go like this. Ah, I think yep. Actually, my water is still decent, even though I removed lots of skills from my water into my mixed march. It is still decent though. Macro clicks, is it some kind of a bot or an application to manage accounts? Well, if it is an application to manage multiple accounts, I don't think it's fair because you get a lot of advantages if you're using multiple accounts. For example, you can easily rank first in KVK matchups when it comes to Legion marks, and that will give you like 9,000 Legion marks easily. So I don't think it's fair. But if if he's managing the accounts himself and he's not uh counting on any kind of applications, it should be fine. For myself, I'm managing my farms myself, and I have a couple of farms. I have like 3 to 4 farms accounts. I haven't looked them in a week, but I still have them. I can use them whenever I can, right? But using some kind of an application, I'm not even sure if it's illegal or not. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it's legal, right? And it is unfair, to be honest. I don't I don't like them because I grind so hard for my farms. Not all of them are my farms. For example, a couple of accounts were given to me uh when these people quit the game, but I still spend a lot of time managing these accounts myself. And when I get busy, I don't log in the accounts at all, so it is kind of unfair. Well, guys, I think this will be all for today. I'm still trying to uplift of. Well, no, 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 man, no, 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 not gonna show it. Not today. Well, I'm still trying to figure out a time where everyone could be active. I'm not sure if this is a good time for everyone. I'm still grateful for whoever showed up for this stream, though. Maybe we'll meet again during during the week, or maybe next Sunday. I'm not even sure yet. I'm just glad that my streaming setting is working fine without any lags. Hopefully. So this will be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you so much, guys, for spending the time with me. See you during the week, or see you next weekend. Give me my views, and I'll say your name. Thank you, guys. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day.